organic waste reduction and recycling ordinance at the next regular scheduled council meeting, and we're working on a number of programs and activities to get it into a position where we could be in compliance with SB 1383. So expect to bring the first reading of the ordinance on May 16th. And then I'll just say, in closing, I'll say I was really pleased to be able to present at the State of the City breakfast with our mayor and our police chief and supervisors. And I appreciate the chamber having organized that in-person meeting and getting back to business again and doing presentations at the State of the City is a great opportunity to let the public know what's happening within the city and hear what's happening from supervisors and others. So I really appreciated that opportunity. I want to thank the chamber for providing that forum.
There was some good remarks on Facebook about what people saying how much they learned and how much information, and they appreciated it. So that was good.
Yeah, and we really, this year was a little bit different. In the past, we tried to tell everybody what we have done, but this year was really focused on looking forward, and that was part of the theme that we all worked on is, what's happening in the future, not what did we do in the past. So it was nice to be able to have that look forward into the future.
Yeah, thanks for all your hard work on that. Appreciated it.
Likewise.
Any future agenda items that we haven't talked about yet? All right, moving on to council reports. Mike Johnson.
Thank you. I was out of town for the last 2 weeks and really missed it, it sounds like. I'm going to have to get our city manager to send me a copy of the slide deck so I can see the presentation.
It is up on the chamber website, and
Awesome.
I'd be happy to send you a link.
And as a segue from that, I was able to attend the in-person chamber meeting today, along with a couple of our fellow council members and the city manager. And it was nice to see that and to be back together in person. And I did learn a lot about CASA that I did not know, and it was an enjoyable meeting from that standpoint. And for all the people here, CASA is going to be doing a fundraiser, and for your donations, Redwood Capital Bank and Coast Central Credit Union have agreed to match. So if they can reach a $50,000 goal, then that will be matched to turn that into $100,000. So, and CASA is an organization worth supporting, the court-appointed special advocates, and they provide a much needed buffer and support for kids. And I was unable to attend the TCPW meeting and missed that, but couldn't make a connection online to get into that. So I don't have anything to report there, but I want to thank Mayor Long for sitting in for me for the HCOG meeting, and I look forward to getting back to that, which also could be in person by the May meeting. So thank you.
All right, thanks, Mike. Mike Losey.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. On the 28th of last month, I had a Redwood Coast Energy Association meeting. We talked about the financial forecast for 2023. Rates and revenues are increasing. It looks pretty optimistic to what our reserves call for. Over the last several years, which we've fallen way behind with regard to those reserves. So we're expecting to catch up, and hopefully by 2024 even be at the level that we need to be. Prices for 2023 with the CCA expect to increase around 23.5%, with about half of that total that's already been contracted for or hedged is what it's called. I learned so much with being a member of RCEA with regard to energy and all of these terms, and it is really involved. The 2024 increase looks to be around 14%, with about a third of that already hedged. So we talked in the past about the Sandrini Solar Project, which is down in Bakersfield area, I believe. Anyway, that contract, the project has been delayed until 2023. So that contract will have to be rewritten. RCEA is, the contract is to purchase part of megawatts power from Sandrini to use here in Humboldt County, and it goes toward our carbon-free energy policy and to try to achieve that. We're entering into another long-duration storage agreement called Goal Line Project with 5 of 10 JPA members involved in that. Our goal will be to receive a maximum of 3.21 megawatts of solar power that RCEA will purchase, and that will then be dispersed to customers here in Humboldt County. I want to echo Mike's comments about the chamber meeting today. First in-person meeting after, 2 years? And so it's been Zoom, and it's so good to be back in-person meetings. I want to, congratulate Sue and Merritt and the chief. The city breakfast was amazing, and it was absolutely positive to look forward to what we're going to be doing. Although we've done some amazing things in the past, but it's refreshing to take that look forward as opposed to the home. So I thank you guys for that. That's it.
Jeremy?
Well, we have a FBID meeting workshop coming up on the 12th, so we'll all be together for that. I don't have any other news to report on that. And then I was out of town last week as well, so I missed the State of the City breakfast, which is one of my favorite events, actually, because we do learn a lot and we get that touch point with the public, and it's always good to see, in a snapshot of all of the positive things that are happening in Fortuna. So I'll be going on the website to look at that as well. I don't have anything else to report, just that I missed out on that, and hope to see what you guys presented on. And then I think, are we all going to League of California Cities this Friday?
I am. Tammy is. You guys? Mike,
Okay.
are you going?
I don't know. I might have to go out of town on an
Okay.
issue, so.
Okay. Well, we'll still have a good showing. Merritt, are you going to go? Okay.
Okay, that's all I've got.
All right. Thanks. Tammy?
Okay. As I mentioned earlier, that we got our drug task force officer reallocated through the Board of Supervisors. We also got our school resource officer reallocated, so we're very happy about that. Thanks, Chief, for all the hours you put in, making sure that we got those taken care of too. The State of the City breakfast, one thing that I really like about that is it gives the community an opportunity to see how the city spends their money and how many grants we actually got. I have to thank our city manager. He's so good at applying for grants and getting those grants, and that's brought a lot of good stuff into our city. So thank you again for that. And I did miss the last city council meeting, but I was on business at Disneyland's visiting with the mayor. Mickey said to tell everybody hi. And I will be attending that Friday meeting, and I'm looking forward to that too. It's really nice to get back to being out in public again and actually getting to see people's faces in person. Now, that's all I have to report.
All right. Thanks, Tammy. A lot of meetings, bridging connections with Fortuna High School. That was a cool one. It wasn't really a meeting. It was kind of an all-day session. Working with kids, talking about college, talking about trade school, talking about those first jobs and how to interview. And I got to interview several kids, and there's actually a few that I am hoping to hire. So at least for summer work, that might work into something more permanent. So I was excited to meet the kids. They had a really good setup. They had 41 business people. So I got to go 2 hats. I got to be the mayor and I got to be the business person. And so they took those 41 businesses and they divided the kids. They got to pick out of all of those options for maybe what they would want to interview for. And then the business owners interviewed the kids and actually got to take their resumes if you were interested and hand out your business cards and do all the things. So it was really cool. And it was just a really good day to have that. Things had been a little somber, and to go hang out with high school kids to have all that energy and optimism and, they're just so bright and lively and all the things. So it was a great day. Because, and all of that, I had attended 3 celebrations of life in the last week, so the high school thing was a much-needed diversion. Attended a REDAC meeting, housing committee meeting, was Friday from 9 to 12. That one was painful. We had 21 to 18, so the 18 are the common sense people, and we lost to the 21 crazies every vote. So, they all think the state is here to help you. I don't know. I can't agree. Anyway, that is the end of our regular council meeting, and now we have 2 items on a closed session. We have conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation, initiation of litigation pursuant to paragraph 4 of subdivision D of section 54956.91 case. And we have conference with real property negotiator pursuant to section 54956.8 of the government code, vacant land along Eel River and 1320 Riverwalk Drive. Negotiating parties are the city manager, Merritt Perry, for the city of Fortuna, and Land MK as negotiating parties. Under negotiation are price and terms of payment. If anyone has any comments before we adjourn to closed session on either one of those items, you can come up to the podium. And seeing none, we will close public comment on that, and we need a,
Motion to adjourn to closed session?
Second.
all right, we have a motion and a second to adjourn to closed session. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thanks. Hey, Ray, can I talk
Thank
to you
you,
real quick?
Michelle.